Hey you! Yeah? You. When you think of a Deltarune trio, 5 likely come to mind. The Fun Gang, also known as the Lancer Fan Club, or Shit Squad, if that art thou preference. Thanks, Rose. December Holiday, Clover, Sweet Cap and Cakes, and most recently, the Weather Duo and Rules card, and the Mike Trio. But narrowing it down to the most iconic trios, the titular Sweet Cap and Cakes are definitely up there, but are probably the least popular. Well, enough yapping like Sweet Cap and Cakes do all the time, let's find out the reason for this madness.
Gosh, this game sucks so much. Who designed it? Satan?
Sweet Cap and Cakes are music darkeners. Sweet is the speaker box, Cap'n is the cassette player, and KK, or Cakes for short, is the CD player. And their designs are really good, all things considered. There was originally only going to be one music darkener, but Nell pitched 3 designs, and Toby loved all of them so much, he made each design separate characters and named them Sweet Cap and Cakes, which is also their band name and a reference to the Sweet Cup and Cake segment from Homestar Runner. That's really sweet.
We used to beat people up for saying things like that.
Honestly, the only 2 complaints are Sweet Cap'n look kinda the same, since they share the same color palette, along with having a similar height and body shape. I personally think it would have been a missed opportunity to have one of the shorter ones be a different color as well, but I'm no character designer, so take my critiques with a grain of salt. On a more positive note, I will say both their shop and shopkeeper sprites are phenomenal. Timmy, I think it was Timmy, really outdid herself with drawing these. Might just be the best in the entire game so far. And no shade to Nell either, who also designed Tax Manager and the Weather Duo, of all things, if you didn't know.
Oh God!
This mini-boss is alright. Pretty fun the first time, but a bit linear to do on replays, and I don't think most people are replaying Chapter 2 just to fight, or even interact with Sweet Cap and Cakes in particular. It's probably the weakest mini-boss in Chapter 2 besides maybe Rose Card, since all of his fights suck more than his ability to stay in any sort of long-term relationship. To beat the fight, you have to get Sweet Cap and Cakes to all dance at the same time, but because Chris is the only one who can act up to this point, they continually snap out of dancing until Susie and Rousey learn their S and R actions respectively, and then all is well. This mini-boss obviously has a big focus on music, and as far as I know, this is the only boss fight in the entire game that has attacks synced with the battle theme, which is cool. There's only one problem. All of their music Cap'n sucks! I'm not complaining, but hell, they have the same amount of songs as Spampton in Chapter 2, even though they aren't as relevant as him. But I'm still just gonna skip over almost to the guys, and when I get mad I dance like this. Seriously, I don't fucking care about them in the slightest. All their shop themes were pretty good, not necessarily catchy, and when compared to Lantern or Hip Hop Shop, kinda fall flat, but I feel like if their main leitmotif was a bit more of an earworm, their shop themes could be a bit more appealing. Cool Beat is, pretty catchy, but it's no volume adjust, that's for sure. Also, part of fun fact, Cool Beat might be inspired by Knuckles' theme from Sonic 3, which is also used as the beat for the Sonic 3 mini-boss theme, just like Cyber Battle Solo, which is definitely their best song. It sounds so optimistic and happy, it always makes me bop my head. It's really great stuff when you warm up to it. Everything from the synth to the bass is chef kiss, man. Just take a listen to this. Also a bit unrelated, but the name is a bit confusing. Like, why is it named Cyber Battle Solo when it's a 3-on-3 mini-boss not related to Root Buster with a unique motif and everything? Oh bother. Anyway, when I get happy I dance like this, which is, long story short, a straight up underrated banger. Definitely their second best song, and my personal favorite of their themes. Great stuff, just like Cyber Battle Solo. But still, Sweet Cap and Cake songs are all a little basic, forgettable, and kinda corny in my opinion. Maybe that's what Toby was going for, but it's still a bit confusing honestly. This was his one shot at making a memorable music Darkner trio, literally themed around music, and he fumbled it here. I personally enjoy their songs anyways, due to how unique they are. Even though there are way better songs in Cyber Battle and When I Get Happy, I Dance Like This, even in the same chapter, they're still underrated bangers, as with almost all of Toby Fox's music. So overall, their songs end up being weird in both a good and bad way. Always on the edge of being good, but being overshadowed so hard that it's kinda bad, which ends up with most of their songs ending up being mid, unfortunately.
I sin at the end of my days. For 60 years I have walked this earth. But now sickness consumes me. Soon the breath of life will leave my body, and my time will be over. When Ramadan died, he ascended to Amenti, the land of the dead. Yet, in my dreams...
Sweet Cap and Cakes all feel nearly similar to me as characters. I get that Sweet is supposed to be the energetic one, Cap'n the smooth one, and KK the playful one, but seriously, it can be hard to compute or they're even rambling about half the time. I had to consult the Deltarune wiki to fully understand some of the context of what they were saying, or some of their context in Chapter 2 in general. And it turns out they're young rebels against the Queen, who like music, talk a lot, are overall nice, are good with fixing stuff, and misogynistic. That's cool. Speaking of them fixing stuff, did you know they did a few commissions for other characters in Cyberworld? Most notably fixing the Thrash machine for Rules card and making the golden statue for Birdly. What's even more interesting is that it's implied that Spampton wanted to commission them to sneak into Queen's Mansion and get the empty disc, but they turned it down. Interesting. Making this video made me like Sweet Cap and Cakes 10 times more than I used to. I may even like them more than the Mikes now, to be honest. These guys are actually super underrated. Just give them some time to know them, learn a bit about their lore and context, and maybe you could warm up to them too. It's kind of sad they got overshadowed in their own chapter, but that doesn't mean they don't deserve some love too, you know. So if you're an avid Sweet Cap and Cakes fan, show and share your ambition in the comments section. And if you want more Deltarune content in the future, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. KK, that wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon.
Kevin, don't, Kevin, watch the light, dude.